Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Jasmill, and welcome back to Millennial Glow Up. And thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching. If you haven't watched the first 3 episodes, please watch those episodes so you can get to know me and my story and why I'm actually making these videos. I'm actually really proud of myself because I thought of all of this past summer, around like June or July of 2020. And I wrote down in my notes on my iPhone like everything that I want to cover, all my insecurities, all my vulnerabilities. I just want to keep like a video diary to keep myself accountable, to be an inspiration for people, and to like continue on my path of accomplishing all the goals that I have for this life. So please let me know if you like these videos and if you want to see more and what other topics I should cover. I haven't actually seen how these videos are doing yet because I only have 3 up and I filmed and edited 3 of them, but they're still in my draft. I want to get to 8 videos before I publish them. So there's gonna be a little bit of a lag. Right now it's November 1st. Happy November 1st. I know that this video will probably be up in maybe December, January, I'm not sure. Okay, so the last episode we stopped around the part where I was talking to you guys about my maybe starting a e-commerce dropshipping website, but I was having trouble saving money to, you know, buy inventory and to pay for business expenses. And I was still like experimenting with what I wanted to sell. Then came November 2019. All of 2019 I was working at that bad but like chill, and I was still able to like do everything I wanted like on my own, like the things that I want to pursue like on my own job. I was getting paid pretty well for doing nothing, and even though I had a really bad manager, I was still able to, you know, learn on my own, pick up freelancing gigs on the side. But I felt really low in 2019. It was one of my most like down years. Ever since college, ever since I graduated college, I feel like I've always been insecure and lost in this world, not knowing what to do, where to go. While I was trying to become a full-time influencer and content creator, but I just wasn't getting enough followers and views, and brands weren't taking me seriously, and I just felt like I was failing at that as well. So that's when, you know, I got that bad job and I did some freelancing gigs for brands so I can, you know, work on their Instagram and be like a social media manager for them, which was something that comes easily for me because I've been in love with social media ever since like 2010, but I was just still like lost. I feel like I'm always lost and I'm always drifting, and I have a lot of like skills and talents and things that I am interested in, but I never go all the way, and I feel like that could just be some internal things that I need to work on. I need to get therapy. I need to keep meditating. I need to keep asking myself questions or look deep within myself for answers, because I'm definitely in this position in my life because of all the choices that I've made. But I also don't want to come across in these videos sounding really whiny and victim-minded and just like woe is me. I don't want to sound like that at all. I just want to share my story and my experiences, but I'm definitely also, there's a side of me that's also very grateful and I feel very blessed because I have the time that a lot of people that are similar in stories like me are similar minded like me, but they aren't able to quit their full-time job because they don't have good relationships with their parents where they can like live at home and just take some time to figure out what they really want to do. And they really do depend on themselves wholeheartedly, and they have to stay in their job. Again, I just am sharing my stories, and I also like want to get this point across to you guys that I am super blessed that I have been able to try so many different avenues, really sit with myself, really soul search, travel, see the world, journal, and just like really try everything with all my heart. I know that I will find my way, and I know that I will become successful, and I know that I will, you know, attract so many great blessings into my life because I am putting in the work. Back to 2019. I really don't want to make this video too long, so I'm gonna try not to like go off track. But back in 2019, this was late 2019, I just finished paying off. I was making really little money, first of all, really little, like less than $2,000 a month, really little. And I just paid off like my trip to Miami. That was on my credit card because me and my sister wanted to go to Miami. I know I shouldn't have. That's not a luxury that I should have, you know, done because I wasn't making that much money and I still needed to, you know, do other things financially. But that was something that I wanted to do and we did it. But then shortly afterwards, my dog had an incident and it wasn't my fault, but it was because of me. So I took the responsibility and I had to pay out of pocket $3,000 and I paid that off in like 5 months. So I had about like $6K to pay off in credit cards and I did that, and by September or October 2019 I was like debt free and I just started a high yield savings account. So I was getting my emergency funds going and I created these Elevest accounts, which is brokerage accounts, and they targeted specifically for women and they're based around your goals. So I was planning on saving 10 to 20K for a down payment on a property, but I only got to like about 2K, and then I had my 401k, I mean not my 401k, my IRA, my Roth IRA transferred to my Elevest account. So I was putting a little bit of money, like maybe 100 or something towards that every month. So I felt like I was doing really good at 2019, and that's how I feel like I feel like I can be really disciplined no matter how much money I'm making, and I'm able to budget it really well and stay disciplined and stay frugal and not have all these crazy expenses, not because I don't have rent and I don't have a car. I wanted to like start investing in stocks and from companies that I love and companies that I also wanted to research companies. But then came November 2019 and everything fell off. And I feel like I'd like self-sabotage and like I just break down and like crumble up like all my progress, and then I have to start from the bottom, start from scratch, which is something that I don't want to continue, and it's a cycle that I don't want to have going on. Like, this is me learning, okay? This is my thinking. Oh, I have no debt. Oh, I have all these things started up and I'm doing really well. I can reward myself. Even though I don't have the cash straight away, I have all these credit cards. I have a perfect credit score. Not perfect, like really good though. Like 740, good. I'm gonna pay it off eventually, if not like all at once, because I don't have crazy expenses. My computer was breaking down. I had a Dell from college. It was like 2015 that I bought it. It was 2019, it was like 4 years old. I tried doing everything that I could for it. So I needed a new laptop. And this was around Black Friday, so they were having deals. So that's something that I thought was an investment because I am a content creator and I need a really good laptop to edit videos. I just like rationalized it in my mind. And I don't regret it either. I don't regret anything that I've done in life because I do learn from it and I do grow from it. So I bought my computer and I also bought Beats headphones because headphones were really important to me back then. I used them in the gym every day and when I was commuting to work every day. And I wanted just really good quality technology because I feel like when I buy the cheapest things, they break down faster. So yeah, so I bought the laptop and the Beats, and that was $1,000, I think. And I did get insurance for both of them, and it was Black Friday, so I did save like about $200, but it was still like a pretty hefty investment. But I opened up a Best Buy credit card and it has no interest for 2 years, and I thought that I was going to be able to pay it off really, really soon, but then I kept making more stupid mistakes. I don't regret them. I don't regret my mistakes, but they were still stupid. I kept going crazy with Black Friday deals, and just like I got to the point where I'm like so frugal and I spend no money for months, and then I'm just like, I want a brand new wardrobe, I want brand new makeup. Gymshark was having a Black Friday deal and I spent like $500 buying Gymshark clothes. But I also don't regret it because I work out almost every day and Gymshark has the best workout leggings. But again, it just like, I like binge spend. I don't think I have a shopping problem, And I acknowledge that this is like a pattern that I have. Like I'm frugal, and then I binge and spend way too much money and fill up my credit cards. And if I was still making money and still had like no expenses, I would be able to pay off all the credit cards, no problem. But something happened in early 2020 where I fucked up. I also went to Fashion Nova, and I don't want to do this ever again. I spent almost $1,000 on Fashion Nova winter clothes. You know, I filmed all those hauls for YouTube, but they didn't get that many views, so it wasn't like I was able to offset any of that cost. And yes, I love the clothes that I bought, but I don't love everything, and not everything lasted. Like the shoes that I bought are like peeling, and some of the shirts are like looking raggedy. And then I got like a leather jacket, vegan leather jacket from a company that I really loved. I got like 2 or 3 boots, winter boots or work boots. I think I bought like a little bit of makeup, but I didn't buy that much makeup. And then I started getting into social media Instagram giveaways. In early 2020, I saw Ty Lopez saying that if you gave him, you know, a certain amount of money, you would be able to enter into the Instagram giveaways that he does on his Instagram, so people can follow you and you can grow your Instagram. So I invested $1,000 into one of those giveaways. I gained about 3K followers, so I finally reached 10K. And the reason why I wanted to do this was because, again, like I want to be a full-time content creator, but you need the numbers and you need the fans and you need the, you know, the excitement around your page and the engagement. And I thought that getting all those followers would also boost up my engagements, but I was wrong. So I have like 10K followers. I had 10K followers, but my engagement still wasn't that great because the audience that you get doesn't always align with your content. So you're not gonna get that many engaged followers. And then it just became a thing all of 2020, just all these Instagram giveaways and Instagram pages. I did it again. I paid $2,000 and I got 10K followers from that. So I reached like 26,000 followers, and it was around my birthday, so around March 2020. And like I thought that it would come with so much more like engagement again and like, you know, opportunities from brands. But again, like my engagement just kept going lower and lower. The audiences were not aligned with my content. They didn't care about me. I kept losing a lot of those followers too. So it's very, very interesting. But a lot of brands do this. A lot of influencers do this. But I think a right way to do it is align with like a brand or different influencers that are definitely in your niche, in your industry, and the audience would care to like follow that other page. But if it's like a random like generic giveaway, it's not worth it. It's not, because you're gonna lose all those followers and your engagement is gonna go really low. I don't regret it because, again, everything in life is just a lesson, and I learned that you can't, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. And you can't like buy followers even if they're real people and expect people to love you just to love you. You have to earn that trust. You have to like work for that trust. But I was sitting on $10,000 of debt because I did all of that with credit cards, because again, I wasn't making that much money at my like part-time job, and I quit that job in February 2010 because I hated it so much. Not that I hated it specifically. I was able to do it, and you know, I was able to like just deal with it and do whatever I wanted in the spare time. But it was just the woman that worked there. The woman that I worked with was a monster. She was so mean. And I'm able to get along with so many people, and I have a very neutral personality. I don't hate people just to hate people, but this woman literally did not like me for just not liking me. Like she just had a horrible personality. And she took it out on me because I was below her. So I couldn't stand it anymore. And I asked my mom, I was like, Mommy, like texting her like the day of that I was quitting. I was like, I really can't stand it. I really feel like she's gonna fire me. She's like, I think she's gonna replace me, because she was interviewing people for my job. And she already fired the girl that I worked with. My mom was like, you know, I always have your back. If you want to quit, don't worry, I got you. Like, you know, anything that you need, everything. Like, she just was really supportive. And I'm sure she regretted that later on, because I have been unemployed since February 2020. And then the pandemic hit in March, and I wasn't even able to collect unemployment because I quit before the pandemic. I should have fucking stayed if she didn't fire me anyways, but I should have stayed because then I would have gotten unemployment money and COVID money. Then from March to August, I decided to study for the Gmat because business school is something that I'm interested in. I know a lot of people have really bad things to say and great things to say about a master's degree and higher education and all that stuff, and I can see both sides of it. Like, trust me, I am looking to go back into corporate America. I know I said that I hated my corporate job, but it's just because I didn't like accounting. Even though I was good at it in school, I didn't like it in the real world. I decided to, you know, so the Gmat, let me just finish up the Gmat. I studied for 5 months. I improved my score from 430 to 530, 100 points. And that's not good enough to get into a really great school and receive scholarships, which is what I want. I want to have like a really good scholarship to cover most of my costs. And I want to go to a great school because why not? That's like the reason why you go. But I took a little break because my score still stuck, so I wasn't able to take the test. And I'm back at it. I'm back at it right now. I had bought a brand new program that's really like specific. The savings that I had in my high yield savings account, and then the savings that I had for my future down payment on my future property, I unfortunately had to use that to cover my credit card bills. And again, I'm in $10,000 of debt on top of the $40K of my student loans because I fucked up. I just bought way too much. I invested in the Instagram giveaways and all that stuff, and then I quit my job, so I didn't have any money coming in, and I quit a freelance gig because I just wasn't feeling it anymore. So I had no streams of income coming in, and I had all this credit card piling up, and my credit score did take a dip, but I know once I pay all of my debt off, it's gonna go back up. Ran out of all my savings. I did a lot of courses on digital marketing because that's what I'm trying to get into back into the corporate world. Marketing combines both of those aspects, so I've been taking courses, I've been improving my resume, I've been adding my new skills to my resume, and I'm actually at an advantage because all the jobs now are remote because the pandemic is still here. So I do want to land a job soon and start remote because that would be great to work at my house for the next 6 months, because I think most companies in Boston are remote until June 2021. And then I want to take the Gmat in March 2021, and I want to take on like freelancing opportunities as well, and I still want to continue to be a content creator. So that's like what I'm focused on right now in my life, in my career goal-oriented path right now. It's really difficult to land a job, even though there's so many opportunities now in digital marketing and social media marketing. There's still a lot of people that have more experience than me and have studied more of it in school. So it has been really difficult to get a job. And then the freelance gig that I did get in September of 2020, they weren't able to pay me. So I did free work for nothing. No, not for nothing, because I was able to put it on my resume and everything. But I'm still have my head up and I still am hopeful. And every day now I'm just like studying and applying to jobs and seeing what else I can add to my resume, and like getting more confident with my interviewing skills. And yeah, I just really want a job now because I'm over this struggle broke life. I want to get back into a really stable but purposeful and passionate career. And I really do feel like in marketing, in the marketing world, with a really great company that I would love to market and would love to implement my social media marketing skills for, like I feel like I really would be so satisfied with a remote, stable corporate job right now. And I want to be the creative marketer, the creative director and the marketer for my companies. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and I have way more videos and way more things to talk about. Please make sure to subscribe and to give this video a like.